Hello everybody and welcome back to Slasher's Keep. Let's get right into it. Last we left off, we have this thing, which I think I'm just going to go ahead and use. Because it seems like it may be permanent. And giant skull things. I have no way to reach him right now, so I'm going to go ahead and try to kill this guy with the wand. There we go. Oh. There we go, there's one down. Can't quite do enough damage to the other ones before they can get away. Definitely going to be looking for an upgrade in terms of damage or speed, so we can maybe stunlock these guys when they come back down here. Alright, there's one, and let's go there for the second one. Break some pots while we wait for him to make up his mind. And here he comes. Boom, dusted. Alright, let's go ahead and take this door down here to our right. Have an altar in here. Do we have anything to give up for it? Not really. Nothing that they would not punish me for, I'm sure. And more skulls. Oh. Sunlight one. There we go. And just one more. We've got a map in there, it looks like, so we can map out the rest of this dungeon without having to just kind of waste our time, even though we're going to go through the whole thing anyways. Alright, so we got what looks like a chute above us, and the exit is also in that direction. And we got a smithy over that way. Clear out this room real quickly. Go ahead and use our spikes to our advantage if we can. There's one down. And there's another one. And coming over here. And boom, that's 3. Fantastic. And how is the sword? Not nearly as good. Alright. Let's just keep going. And then hopefully, I think the next thing we really are going to need will be a increase for our damage. Whether that be like a strength increase from a weapon, or maybe some kind of a bonus from garments. Anyways, let's just put everything into that. And what can we take here? We already have a ton of lifesteal. Now, I've not seen this work yet, so I think I'm just going to put more into lifesteal because I don't see any use for wands just yet. And riposte is pretty good, but I think being able to, ideally, I don't know where this maxes out, but I would assume it's well below the point where I could just keep swinging with a short sword and killing everything and maintaining my health, basically. So I just want to max that out first, and hopefully try to get to a point at which it is kind of trivial to stay alive. Oh. Okay. That's lovely. You off the edge, and you off the edge as well, if we can. Let's push you off, maybe. There we go. Grab some swords for some money. I've done a little bit of playing outside of this game, or the save file, I should say. So I am going to be looking for a few things in particular in order to help us rank up. Not necessarily rank up, but get further into the levels. One of those is going to be some better components, because the better components we get, the better swords we can make, or not swords, but weapons in general, I should say. Oh, and if we get better stuff, we can obviously go further. And some of these perks are going to let us add more components to our weapons, which could mean we get, +3 dexterity instead of like +2 on this, or we can get some of those different perks on there. It looks like we have strict upgrade here. Some money. Handgear, I believe, is exactly the same. No, it's actually a little bit worse. And here's one of those components. It's a short blade, but I think I'll grab it anyways. That's trash. That's another component. And none of those are better. Alright, and a wand over here, so I guess we'll take that as well. So looks like we've already been through here. Yeah, that's where we started out. So let's go through here. And then try to make our way over there to the smithy. And if we can make something right off the bat, I might do it. But at the current moment, like, what do we have in this short sword? 36 to 43 is still considerably worse than that. So we'd have to get some kind of buffs or some very, very exceptional additions to put on there. Dodge that, turn these off real quick, there we go, and see if we can't get some more money out of these. One thing I've found, playing on my other save file, is that if we save up a lot of money, we can just take the 4th floor shopkeeper for all he's worth, because he will typically have some excellent items for sale, and most of those are going to be weapons, but he does occasionally sell components, which means we're going to be looking for, hopefully, something, probably a sword, maybe a mace. Maces are typically going to be much higher damage than what we're going to get from a short sword like we have down here, or even a sword like this. And not quite sure if we want to keep this or not. No, probably not. Doesn't look like we have any thing to break down there. Don't really need an invulnerability potion, but I think we'll take it just to sell it, because those do sell for quite a pretty penny. Oh, and we already had one stacked. Perfect. But yeah, in terms of the really neat perks we can get to help out with that, if we get, I believe, what's called like Master Disassembler, we can use the smithy to take apart weapons like, you know, like these standard issue cutters, maybe even this, and that will allow us to get randomized parts. And the more levels you put into it, the better items you're gonna get, supposedly. I've yet to see anything that's near as good as what I've been naturally coming across, so we're just gonna have to wait and see, I guess. Copper key, let's see what we've got in here. Leg armor, nah, it's not better. Okay, you know what, I was just saying, hey, I wish I had a long blade, or a sword we could make, and that is definitely it right there, I think. Fantastic. So as soon as we see a smithy, she's gonna be right around this corner. I'm gonna see what kind of stuff we can make. Let's see what we got in the components box. That's not too bad. Let's see what we can do. So use this, and did we get a handle anywhere? No, we did not. That is unfortunate. But yeah, you can just kind of use this as a situation to drag parts around. You can also rotate it if you right click. Extremely neat. And then you can place them anywhere. And over here, you can take this and you can basically use it like layers in any kind of art program. It's super cool. We could even add this, but then we'd have to remove the blade, because you can only have one blade, or I guess one damaging item, I guess, and that would be pretty much either any kind of like head or axe or whatever that has a damage stat and modifiers on it. So yeah, we are probably gonna have to put that back down the chute, but we are on level 3, so we can just wait for that on level 4 when you go fight the boss spider. And oh, right there. I was very much looking forward to fighting him again, because turns out the best way to fight him is with fire bombs. But unfortunately, we don't have any of those. We do, however, have this volatile goop, which is not nearly as good, but it will help a little bit. And our main goal here is going to be to basically just try to lure him into the exact acid pools, because when you break those, as we saw in the last episode, they kind of like ooze a bunch of acid, and that will allow us to basically burn him alive with his own children, which sounds absolutely terrible, and it is.
It's you, is it? Potions, right? But that one's beautiful.
That looks amazing. And this, if we see down here, this is the scrap collector perk I was talking about earlier. And that will allow us to get like I think the first level is a 4.8 chance to get the components off of an enemy's weapon, I think. Ooh, this is another one of those components for the head. Doesn't appear as though we can buy that, but we can definitely buy that if we sell these. And I don't really want the wands just because they're not that good. I will keep this one. No, I won't. It's not very strong. Let's see. I do want to buy that, I think. Has a few decent perks on it. But this is far better for the money, I think. So we're definitely going to find something better than that. And then here is one of those modifiers that give us some kind of elemental damage. So I think what we're going to end up doing here is... it's a real tough choice. I don't know if we have any... Oh, do we have a shaft or not? If we do, it'll be worth it. If not, I've just made a grave mistake and I wasted a ton of money. But let's go for it. Alright, let's take these off of our hotbar. And I guess we're good to go. Whew. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so these don't do quite as much damage to Big Mama Spider over there, but does a little bit. And I think hopefully with that some I think it's like 140 odd damage will be enough to do this in one cycle of her spitting out the children and then us crushing them. As terrible as that sounds. And then having her walk into the goo here. And this is really neat here because we're going to be able to break quite a few of them at once, and I'm not going to be able to do that one. Oh, are you? Oh, wow. Okay. And now we just kind of stand over here and we lure her in. There we go, there we go. Oh, no. Very smooth with the potion of invulnerability there. And looks like we're going to have to do one more cycle. Because we did not quite kill her with the acid. Oh, they're a little too spread out. Oh, no. Man, I'm just bouncing all over them. The physics in the game are a little interesting at times. Oh, no. Yeah, it's very difficult without a half-decent weapon to just take out all of these little spiderlings before they can hatch. There, that should be maybe good enough. You guys okay? Please just die, thank you. Over here, please. What are you doing? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, come on. Come over here, please, quickly. I need you to die very soon. Oh, my lord. Come over here, please. No more children. Oh my lord, you're kidding me right now. Okay, please come here. Quickly, quickly, quickly. You've got to be kidding me. Is this bugged? I've done this a few other times and it has never been like this. Okay. Come here, please, quickly. Come on. Just right over here, right over here, right over here. Right into the acid, please. Just step in it. Just put your pinky toe in there. Make sure the water's warm. Come on. Come on. Just tank the hit. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Oh, man. What an ordeal. Looks like we got some loot out of there. And what do we have? Ascendant Slippers, much better than ours. Iron Skin, I believe that is a straight damage reduction. This, which is amazing, but we cannot use it yet, unfortunately. But basically it puts out like a wall of flame here with this Exterminate buffed in there, which reduces the damage by 20%, but it puts out a sort of like a haze in front of you after you successfully hit a melee attack, which will damage areas up to like 4 feet or approximate. That is some that's really neat. I haven't seen that yet. Also looks like we got some pretty decent components here. Short blade I actually might use if we can get a hilt, of course. That is going to be the big if. And we've finally beaten our boss for the first time. Only took a second try on this save. Let's go give a sneak attack to this guy. Oh, not that guy. That man over there with the horns and the terrifying look on his face is going to be capable of one-shotting us, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to kind of steer clear of him until we can get him to knock into the wall again. Similar to that. Okay, and then we dodge back here again. And... oh, no. You fool. Alright. Mosquito Man is going to be very annoying. You... similarly annoying, probably. You can attack. There you go. Oh. Oh man, he hurts. Sir, I really just need you to die. You are terrifying. Thank you. How kind. Alright, and what do we need here? We need 15 intelligence, which we are not going to get off this one level up. Unfortunate. For the next one, we are definitely, I believe, going to be able to. Kind of just need this guy to move over to the right a little bit more. Keep coming. Keep coming. No, 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 no. You move opposite to me, okay? might be the time to try out our wands here. Go ahead and... There we go. Not very strong, but it might just do the job. Perfect. Alright. Oh, wrong weapon. Need to rebind this. There we go. Common battering rod. And what do we have in here? Spike ceiling. Not a big fan of it. Oh boy, you are hot on my heels. Please, sir. Come to the edge. Oh. Or not, and it would appear that something just died. without my interference, and gave me some XP. I'm certainly not going to complain about that. Oh, you are going off the edge though, because you take way too many hits. Come on. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe just 5 charge hits, and we're done. Do definitely need still some kind of an upgrade, and we have the shoot here. Let's start dropping some of our components down there for the next time we can use them. And I believe that's it. And hopefully we get the ability to use our exterminator before this run ends. Oh, you're gonna be one of those guys, huh? Oh, something else has died as well. Fantastic. Got our loot slime up here. Can't even one-shot him. And that... I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's some ice magic of some sort. And can we use this? Unsure yet. Let's go ahead and drop that for now. I don't think we're ever gonna be able to use that again. Or not unable to, but rather we probably just don't want to. This is a flat upgrade of about double. 14 dex. Oh, we would have had it if we'd spent our levels on that last one. Unfortunate. Am definitely gonna grab it though, just in case. And this longsword part here is pretty decent, so I think we're gonna hold on to that as well. Go ahead and rearrange all this. I kind of wish there was some sort of a auto sort function, but maybe we'll get that later on. Game to just drop for full release, and I did not dodge that. Holy crap. Okay, you must die. Because we are... Oh, he's killing his buddy. Fantastic. Keep going, keep going. Man, he's got a lot of health, doesn't he? And that is as loud as can possibly be. Might want to turn that down if we can. Effects volume, I'd wager to say that is. And hopefully it won't be quite as loud in the future. Boom. Alright, fantastic. Everybody there is dead. That guy's wand is far better than any of the ones I have, so I'll go ahead and take that just in case we have one of those stray mosquitoes. And if nothing else, it's free money. Can't ever pass that up. Alright, what do we have going on in here? You are being awful. You are similarly awful, all of you. We are extremely weak. Holy Lord Jesus, I am one shot. Do not hit me, please. Oh, the fireball. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, that was the farthest we've made it so far, and cannot say I'm unhappy with that. See what all we have here is all of our components and whatnot. Pretty okay-ish mace. And ooh. What we can use this for is we can apply it to any one of our components here, in which case it will essentially just add that dexterity 2 buff onto any of these, so that when we build a weapon, it'll have that plus on there. And we can also do that after the weapon is created. So basically you can just continually mod these things until you lose them pretty much. But it does not appear that we really got anything all that great to begin with. So let's go ahead and bind this and see what we can do. Got our first enemy, and we have somebody's definitely gonna give us a little bit of loot here. Fantastic. Some armor. Much better hat than the one we just got off of him. Another terrible hat. Some nice loafers, and not very good. We'll take him just for a little bit of cash. Assuming we can find, hello. Assuming we can find our merchant again. Before the 4th floor, hopefully. It does appear, as far as I've seen, to be random as to where he's going to spawn. Same as the smithy, and I'm not sure if the chute. I think the chute might be every single floor. But some of these are going to be a little more scarce than others, unfortunately. And it looks like we got a secret in our wall over here. Just as soon as we take him out, we can take a look at that. And it's going to be relatively close to us on the map. If we look there, we have that little icon of the kind of cave entrance with a glow in it. Yeah, why not? Let's use our map here. Okay, so everything's pretty much right next to each other. Take him out. Let's go ahead and do a full lap of the outer ring here if we can. Doesn't appear that we've got any kind of loot in these jail cells. Another altar. Got these 2 clowns in here. Second clown has quite a bit of resilience in him. Another jail cell. I don't believe I've seen this layout before. I must say, I really do enjoy how many different variants they have here. Yet still no loot in either of them. Unfortunate. Alright, so we've done our full loop. It is now time to start filling in the middle, I think. We'll just sprint back through here. That's all the same room. Alright. Okay, so our secret room was in here, and then we need to go over this way. Not our secret room, but our button room, rather. And it's gonna be right over here on this wall. Oh, hello. Cannot hurt you. Let's just position him right over here by the spikes. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Here, boy. Come on. Hello? And you've been bamboozled. Okay, so there's our key. Put these on, why don't I? Grab that. This seems much better if I could grab it. Let's go ahead and use our key up real quick. So we have that extra inventory space. But the range crit, what is this? Oh, melee speed, much better. And then I think that's going to do us for this floor after we check out what's in here. See if this is any good. That I will actually swap for. And then we've got some shoulder pads. Not as good gloves. Chuck those. And 10 to 14 fast. Less steel on. I think we're actually going to take this club instead. Chuck that, take that, equip it, and boom, get that. And this is not quite as good. Alright, so what else are we missing on our map? Not really anything of note. Let's get on out of here. Floor 2. Yes, this is a much better weapon than our previous. Does seem to have a little bit longer on the wind-up time though, and we've got a sorcerer in this room. Oh, can't quite one-shot him though. Unfortunate. All right, spikes it is. Come here, everybody. And then one more. Come on, swing at it. There we go. Thank you. Nothing special about those. Let's go over here and kill this guy. Saw blue light on our left there, I believe. Yep. Helmet. This one's got life steal on it. I think I'll keep that instead. Hello, sir. Let's go ahead and sell you this. Short blade compared to that. It doesn't really have anything all that great on it. This is our shaft, so we can put, we're gonna put together a mace, I believe, if we make it there. Because we have a shaft here, and we also have this knightly chunk, which is gonna act as our mace head. We've also got a few of these melee lifesteal with 7.1, 715 damage on it. Yeah, we're gonna make a pretty decent weapon here. If we can make it far enough. Let's just throw away a few of these items that we're never gonna use. Blade oil. We don't have a blade yet. Not a good one, at least. Alright, not bad. Now, what do we have that we can buy here? Crit 2. It's ranged. We may as well buy the fiery gem. Seems pretty decent. For only 34, yeah, it's a pretty decent deal. See if we can't get some more cash out of here. Might as well pick up some of this junk. Just for a little bit of free money.
Got weapons, armor, all the good stuff.
Boom, boom, boom. Grab this last sword and then we'll be on our way. Probably won't come back to try to sell anything else we find unless it's very close.
I like a good price.
Just because it may not be worth the hassle. And we don't have a wand equipped, so that's alright. Honestly, not too sure how we hit the spider instead of our little bouncing donut man. Oh, I've been juked. But I'll take it just as long as somebody dies from it. I'm being played. This guy's just better than me. Come here. Fantastic. Alright. Then you. Maybe we can lead you into this goo over here. We can. Grab a sword. Alright, now what can we level up? Don't quite want to do any of those yet. And we might as well put our... Probably just even these out, I think. Try to keep everything as even as possible. That way we have, I think, 2 more levels before we have enough points to be able to utilize the exterminator that we're going to get from the boss fight on the 4th floor. And we'll see if we can't find... Oh. What do we got on the inside of this? That must be one of our secret rooms, I believe. Boom, you're dead. And... Okay, this is going to be where our... Oh boy. Our blocked room is. How are you not over here? Come on. Alright, let's reel this up. I believe that should open up. Is there a door on the top of one of these? I'm not sure actually. Oh yeah, there it is. And we can maybe... Yeah, we can snipe our key from down here. Fantastic. Whoa! They're advanced. Mean. Don't do this to me. Some better footwear. Don't mind if I do. We might want to start leading these guys over to these spikes if we are a little too weak to keep them within decent range. Oh my lord, physics. If I had to complain about one thing, it's that I'm not a real fan of the zombies flying everywhere. Or that. That is fantastic to get out of that box. Oh my lord, we got 2 of them. That is amazing. I love that. Alright, so we're going to be able to trade 2 of these items for some amount of money. And we've got what I believe was a strength 2? Yeah, strength 2. Enchantment that we're going to be able to use for our soon-to-be sword. Excellent. Let's see what we got over here from our little slimy friend. Not bad. Axe head, not quite as good. Short blade, also not quite as good. I will take him for the money. And it's not bad. What do we have in comparison? 158. Oh. It's not bad, but it's also not quite good enough. And this leads us full circle. So we're going to have to go to the southern room down here. And we've got to shoot. Which I don't believe... We don't really... Oh wait, sorry, these aren't... These are dexterity. I was thinking that those were going to be the ones that would allow us to transmute our items into money. But in speaking about those, they're basically going to allow us to turn things into money, usually somewhere between like 50 and 100 per item. But you only get a 1 use on it, so you choose 1 item to swap. And I believe it has to do with the size of the item, so if we get something like a mace or an axe, which is going to be 2x3, that's typically going to be somewhere around 100, if I'm remembering correctly. And that's going to be our exit right there to our right. As soon as we clear these guys out, then we go hunt for that secret where we found our key earlier. I'm not quite sure if that was the intended method of gathering it, but I figure if I can use it just a little bit sooner, well, why not? And there's going to be our first bomb that we're going to need for taking out the Spider Queen. Which I have no clue if that's the official name, but it's going to be our unofficial name for now. Alright, let's go see about finding whatever secret might be up there. And I'm very interested in being up there, not only because there's a ton of enemies, they're going to have some XP before we get there. And a better weapon. Not bad at all. Bind that. But it's more interesting because we can get a very good component. One of the last ones I've got was going to be a starburst. Not even sure what you call it. It's a starburst component. And that basically allows you to do damage when you successfully parry an attack. When you get to these later floors like you're seeing, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to rush you, and parrying is going to be much more useful than it is in the early game. So it looks like we're going to have to go all the way back around to try to get up top and see that. Let's go this way. Yeah, so we just need to get up to that room. So it should be, if I'm thinking correctly, it should be right up here. And there we go. That was our previously blocked door. I have absolutely no clue how turning that little handle down there unblocks it, but I won't complain. Unfortunately, it does not appear that there's anything actually good up here. So we're going to go ahead and clear the rest of the dungeon, and then we're going to make our way on out. Take a left back here. If I could add one suggestion to the, I'm sure there's quite an endless board because it's just a fantastic game with endless capability. But if I could add one thing, it'd probably be a little bit of a map color differentiation. Where am I meant to be going here? Down. Okay, so south. But it would be probably to add a darker border, because as is, you can't really tell the difference between what's a room and what isn't super easily, just upon a glance. Takes me
What do you need?
a little bit too long, a little bit longer than I'd like, to be able to say like, hey, this is a wall, this is a, you know, a room I can actually get into. Go ahead and stop you from doing that, and we'll start knocking people off the edge, I think. One more, and goodbye. Fantastic. Alright, this I think was definitely worth the trip because we got some more health for saving up later. Because everything past like floor 3 kind of hits like a truck. Unfortunately, doesn't really seem like it matters how much armor you have. As in comparison to that, you're going to be mostly relying on your massive health pool. Because armor won't really make a huge difference. I'm not sure how exactly it works. For example, I don't know if it's going to be, you know, this enemy does 5 damage when it hits you. Maybe it's going to take off 5 damage when it's armor. Or it might be some sort of percentage based. Unfortunately, it just doesn't really seem like you can clear the whole thing in one run. Because everything just kind of one-shots you after you get to a certain point. And this guy is going to be a little bit too strong for us to try to deal with. He's got some kind of special sword there. Yep, let's go ahead and not use it because it's somehow worse than ours. As you can see there in the bottom left, we are getting a little bit of health back for each and every hit. So I'm not too worried about using these potions that we're getting until we reach a point where they're actually really screwing with us. That's pretty trash there. We've killed all of his boys, so he's gonna come after us. And another special one. See if we can't make some room. Fantastic. What I'm looking for mostly in these is perks that we don't have. Like, riposte is pretty decent, but I'd rather have something like sword speed so we can just kill things faster. Maybe, I think we saw it earlier, that was the scrapping skill that allows us to take some of these weapons and smith that we can use them to get different items. That's going to be one of the biggest things I want. Here's going to be our secret, looks like. And a bomb there in the corner, so fantastic. We already have 3 of these and we're only going to need 4. So how much do these do? 150, so I'm going to go ahead and venture to say that the boss has like 600 or less health, I believe. Unless it scales. And I can see up there in the corner of my screen, there's a fantastic looking sword. Or not a sword, sorry, but a hammer, rather. So if we can get that, I guarantee it'll be like some massive upgrade in comparison to this log on a stick. And this guy is literally trying to shoot me through the door. Interesting strategy. Hopefully it won't work for you. So now this door is going to be over there. What is that? To our east. Sorry, our west. Completely backwards. And if I could just... Okay, that is... Oh, it's cheating. But I'll take it. That's a crumbling weapon. I've not seen that yet, but this thing is just so much better than what we have right now. I feel like we have to try it out. That's gonna be trash, probably. Also trash. I'm gonna hold on to that just so that we can make something in the case that we find something to use it with. And I think I'm gonna use all of these on our mace head here. Just so we can save some space and so that it's gonna be a little bit stronger next time we get to use it. Or, not next time, I suppose, but rather than we build it. Hello, sir? Now, I wonder how this crumbles exactly. I would assume this means that it doesn't last forever. That it somehow breaks within a given time period. I'm not sure if that's based on how many hits you do, or maybe it starts doing less damage in general. I guess we're just gonna have to find out though. Ooh, the quest to kill. No, we've died with that quest. So that did 67. Let's see. I think if you can see down here, it was like 115 last time we opened this up for our lower end of damage, and now it's 102. I believe that it starts doing less and less damage as time goes on, which is actually very neat. So you can kind of use it as like, I don't know if you have ever played Into the Gungeon before, but you can have like boss weapons and mobbing weapons. Basically allows you to say like, okay, well this weapon is not going to be good for too long, so I can use this against some stronger enemies. And there it goes. Never mind. I was completely incorrect. So apparently it just starts doing less damage and then it breaks anyway. Very interesting. And here we have some free loot. Must say, the squishy yellow boy is my favorite squishy boy.